welcome to another running vlog, and today could be a monumental day. Today could be a massive milestone in my running journey. So let's bring you up to date then. 2020, I have been trying to work my way up to a half marathon, and what I've been doing is to go out for a lot of shorter runs, sort of 10k and 12 and 14, that kind of thing, and then mixing in some longer distances to gradually build up. Now, a half marathon is 21.1k, and I have so far managed to get to 18k, so I have 3 and a bit k to go. And I said in a previous video that I would be perhaps splitting that distance, but I've kind of changed my mind, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. Now, those longer runs I tend to do at the weekend, and the weekends at the moment have been fairly horrendous. They have been very wet, and in fact last weekend it not only absolutely chucked it down with rain, but it was gale force winds as well. It was really horrible. I remember autumns when I was a kid, when it would be cold and crisp and it was lovely, and you'd shuffle your feet through the leaves, something I still do now. And it was great, you know. That's what autumn is. That's what I used to love autumn, and that's what autumn season really was. But it seems in more recent years, if you're a climate change denier, I'm sorry to tell you, Greta's right, and it is pretty much turning all wet and horrible in autumn. Except that today, look, we have a cold, crisp autumn day, and didn't get out of the weekend. So what I've done is I've decided to come out midweek and do a long run. Now, I am very, very lucky because during the first lockdown in England, a lot of people couldn't work. I could work. I carried on working. Now, really, if I'm being honest, my business, I think I'm going to earn less this year than I have done in the last couple of years, maybe. But, I'm not alone there, let's be honest. But I have actually kept working. I've kept busy. And what's happened is my holiday was cancelled, and I've ended up only having, if you ignore weekends and bank holidays, I've only had 4 days off this year. So I thought, believe you me, I'm not looking for sympathy there, because, a lot of people are a lot worse off. So I count myself very, very lucky. So what I thought I'd do is take a little bit of time today, midweek, actually give myself a bit of time off. And if you haven't guessed it already, I'm going to try and go for it. I'm going to try and go for the half marathon distance. It's been a long time coming. I don't know whether I can do it, but there's no rain forecast today. There's just a light breeze. Very nice. Now, I've come somewhere different. I've come here to Bournemouth, because this is where I did my very first 10k ever, and I've worn my shirt that I got because it was an organised event, and that was all great fun. Really, really enjoyed that. And I have been here for other sort of monumental runs, so I thought this is the place to come. This is the place to come to try and do the half marathon. So anyway, enough waffle. Carry on with my warm up. The sun's bright. I'm gonna try and go for it, and a bit nervous but excited as well. I'll tell you how I get on the other side. as you can see, it's getting dark, but at least I saw a really wonderful sunset as I was running down Bournemouth Pier for the second time on the way back. So that was nice. But there we go. So you want to know what happened, and I am very pleased to report that I did it. It's funny because it told me when I got to halfway, and it was a bit beyond what halfway should be. It pinged. I thought, it's a bit odd. And when I got to 21.1, it didn't say that I'd finished, so I actually carried on till 21.2. So I sort of, your brain sort of thinks, hang on a minute, did I put 20? I thought I put 21.1. 21.1 is the distance. That is the distance. I hope it is, because that's when I stopped. So, well, 21.2 is when I stopped. Oh, brain's turned to mush. So I think, unless there's been a terrible cock-up on the mathematics front, I've done it. Ah, that's good. I needed a bit of a boost, actually, so that's good. Now, I'm not going to pretend that it was easy. Actually, it didn't start off well this morning, because this morning I sort of caught my leg a bit, just sort of turned awkwardly or did something, and I got it's terrible cramp. It was so bad, actually, it made me feel giddy. So that wasn't a good, but I thought, I'm not going to let that put me off going out and trying to do this run today. It's just one of those things, isn't it? And yeah, I definitely felt that I was having to kind of battle, push right from early on, actually. And I don't know, that might be a psychological thing, and I thought it was important to try and push through that. So I did, but there were quite a few times on the run when I thought, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this, but I just wanted to be determined, and I just wanted to do it. So don't listen to the voices that are telling you can't do it, because you can. And I'm always saying that on this channel, that it is so important to believe in yourself and that you can do these things. So I wanted to just kind of push through that. I found that my pace was quite slow. Let's put those up on the screen now so you can see them. And I'll go in the middle here, and you can see I've split it across two sides there, because there's so many kilometers, and it's slow. Yeah, let's be honest, it's slow. But for me, it was the distance, not the time, that was important. It was a very long time, and the whole thing was over 2.5 hours, so it was a long old stint. Yeah, but I'm never going to be the quickest. But yeah, that I sort of thought, I looked at my pace times when I was at about sort of 9 or 10k, and I thought, yeah, they are very slow. And I decided, somebody said, I can't remember who it was now, and I'm so sorry, but somebody said start out slow, really slow, and then you can kind of pick up the pace in the second half. So that's what I did, and actually about 13k, something like that, and I picked up the pace, and I felt really good about 13, 14, 15k, something like that. I felt great, and I did pick up the pace about over a minute per kilometre quicker. And yeah, that was good. That was really good. So I was pleased about that. So here we are, half marathon, done it. I don't know what else to say, really. Thank you very much to all those who have stuck with me on this very long, seemingly never-ending challenge. And it was quite nice to finish it. I don't know whether you can see the ghost ships out there. Where are they? Actually, I don't think the camera's picking them up. I'll try and zoom into them in a minute and overlay that. There's some ships that are out there that, of course, can't have any passengers at the moment, and they're known sort of locally as the ghost ships. And they just sort of sit out there. There's 4 of them, and yeah, there we go. So anyway, I just thought I'd fill in that little piece of geographical information for you. So and coming down here on your left are some beach huts. So there we go. Right, I must find my way back to the car now. A bit of a warm down walk. It's probably about 10 or 15 minutes back to the car, so that'll be good, just to kind of loosen the muscles a bit. And yeah, I think perhaps what I need to do is to reflect on this, and then I'll talk a little bit more in next week's video. And also I'll be telling you about my new challenge, because I do have a new challenge that I'll be setting myself. But anyway, enough of that for now. Let's not get ahead of myself. Thank you very much for watching. Do hit like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more. I hope you can see me. It is still dark. And I will catch you next week.